Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wednesday, middle of the week. This is January 19th, 2022 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice and Fantasy Football Guru, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all for tuning in to another afternoon of course, Puck Talk, like always. This show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce, 120Z. And they will match your first deposit up to 125%. Once again, BetUS, create an account today, use the promo code 12ounce, and they'll get you rock and rolling up to 125%. Zingo TV, channel 761, that's Zingo TV. Create an account with them today and flip over to channel 761 where you'll be hearing today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays. Amazon.com, of course, 12 Ounce Sports has a website with them. Go ahead, check it out, buy something today. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon, and don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports store where we have a large variety of 12 Ounce Sports apparel, including yours truly, Pete's Power Plays. I got a bunch of Philly Pete's Power Plays apparel. Go ahead, check it out, sweatshirts, t-shirts, tanks, whatever you name it, it's there. Different shirts, different colors, and sizes for your fitting needs. So check it out today, the 12 Ounce Sports Store. All right, so we're back. We're live. And I hope everyone's having a fantastic Wednesday afternoon so far, or morning, wherever you may be. Another winning night on the ice. A lot to talk about today, including last night's 6-5 night. I'll go over that last night. A lot of games on tap, a lot of plays on tap. Clients also cash out another 3-unit play in the first period, to say the least. I mean, that's phenomenal. I couldn't ask for anything more than that. So we'll talk about last night's recap. Another winning night. We continue to rock and roll on the ice. Also, look ahead to the NFL playoff matchups in terms of DFS. I got you some player locks right now to put in your fantasy football lineups. If you do still play, of course, the FanDuel and DraftKings, I will get you guys locked and loaded for that for the upcoming weekend. Loaded schedule, absolutely a loaded schedule going Saturday and Sunday in the NFL. And both one seeds are playing on Saturday, which is kind of cool. So you'll see the Packers and the Titans respectively play this weekend. Tennessee playing the Bengals, and of course Green Bay playing the San Francisco 49ers there in Lambeau. And then last but not least, we have a 3-game NHL card tonight. Nothing crazy. I feel like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are always slow, and then Tuesday, Thursdays are those big NHL cards that we're looking forward to. But that's okay. So we got 3 games on the ice. I'll go through each game like usual, give you my best bets, analysis, angles, just like usual, like every other time on this show, and much more. So a couple intriguing matchups, to say the least, on a small slate that we have. But I'll give you guys, of course, the usual suspects in terms of best bets and where the money is going for this evening. So without further ado, let's go into last night. We had 11 plays on tap. Again, solid night overall. We still went plus 2.2 overall units. Clients won a little bit over half a unit. They had 3 plays last night, but the Canes Bruins over 5.5 was their 3-unit play. That's 3 in a row. That's three unit plays that cashed out in a row for the clients. The Panthers over 6.5 was a loser. Unfortunately, couldn't get one more there. That was a 1-unit play. And then the Predators over 5.5. Not sure where the Predators were last night. They didn't show up, but that was another client play. So clients go to 1 and 2. However, with that 3-unit play, they do cash out a little bit over a half unit. So another positive night on the ice for the clients, and of course Twitter as well. So let's do it. Stars, Lightning, Senators, Moneyline Parlay. I did mention on the show yesterday the Sabres plus 1.5. You can never trust the Senators or the Stars in terms of that as massive, massive favorites. It doesn't show up. This is how the NHL is. The NHL is so unpredictable when it comes to these matchups that even us at cappers have no idea sometimes where it's going to go. It could be a bloodbath, and that's what happened in this three-teamer. Lightning came out, no problem as a victor. I like the Lightning. I had them in the regulation as well. I was that confident in the Bolts last night. They took care of business. But the Stars, I mean, minus 300 against a crappy Habs team that is 2-15 on the road. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. As much as you want to fade these teams, sooner or later that plus 275 dog is going to cash out. And last night, you got a plus 175 dog in the Sabres and you got a plus 275 dog in the Canadians. Both cash out last night. So I mean, if you had a dog parlay, by all means, you cashed out pretty darn good for the most part. But that's just how the NHL goes. Show plays yesterday, like I said, Sabres plus 1.5 was a play on the show. I know I did take the Sens as part of the parlay. I did like the payout, but Sabres cashed out plus 1.5, not a problem there. So if you took that, congrats. I know everybody was on the Senators. I know I was, but just because the show play didn't make my card doesn't mean you could go back. Always come back to the show and rewind and check out the other plays that I have for you all. So you could. I have angles in place for every play, every game that is possible when it comes to the NHL. So Sabres plus 1.5, that cashed out. I don't think anybody was on the Sabres at all last night. So it's good to see. It's good to see that. But Stars, and once again, the Stars, another no-show. We had 3 goals. Canadians somehow scored 5 on Dallas. So, I mean, a little bit of slip-up in terms of the Stars, but they should bounce back in that sort of aspect. That was just a terrible showing from Dallas. So that parlay, a 3-teamer at plus 185, that lost. Senators over 5.5. Again, I expected more from the Senators last night. Buffalo got 3 goals. Something that I kind of expected. At least 3 goals there. Ottawa should at least have like 4 or 5 on their own. Hauser, goaltender for Buffalo, absolutely incredible last night, stopping shots left and right, not allowing anything in the net at all. So, that's just how the cookie crumbles in the NHL. So that loss, the over 5.5 loss. Capitals in the money line, that cashed out. Flames first period over 1.5 against the Panthers, that cashed out, no problem. Again, we're going to be riding the Panthers overs, even though it lost last night by the hook. You still got to take the overs regardless. The first period overs have been cashing out, no problem as well. That's another winner last night in the first period for the overs for a Panthers game, regardless what the score was in the first period. But as long as the Panthers playing, we're going to keep riding those first period overs and full game overs. So that was another winner last night. Sens first period over, he had a goal number 1, a little bit after the 10-minute mark. Plenty of time to score a second goal, but unfortunately, like I said, Hauser was on his game for the Sabres, and nothing was going past him as far as the Sens were concerned. So that first period over was a loser. Flyers over 5 at minus 130, minus 135. When I see a 5, I take it. It dropped to 5. I took it last minute. Cashed out, no problem. Not a problem at all. Islanders won 4-3 in a shootout that took 9 rounds to take. So over 5 Flyers, Islanders, that was a winner. Lightning in regulation, that cashed out too. Not a problem there. Canes money line at plus 115, that cashed out. I was all over them yesterday. I wanted to take the team total, but the show plays, like I mentioned yesterday, team total cashed out, money line cashed out, the over 5.5 cashed out, and the first period over cashed out. So that was a clean sweep in that game in terms of the Canes Bruins. Klein plays Preds over 5.5, that lost. Panthers over 6.5, that lost. But the main winner of the night was the Canes Bruins over 5.5, 3 units. That's a third in a row 3-unit cash out for the clients. So they're looking good. They're doing pretty damn well. So all in all, we go 6-5 on the evening with a plus 2.2 overall units. So we're still rocking and rolling into the new year. It's crazy, unbelievable how the turnaround has been the last 2 months. It's truly, truly remarkable, as we keep saying. So let's continue to roll. Another 2.2 units, won last night. So let's roll. NHL season currently sits at 365 wins, 327 losses, and 14 pushes. That gives me a grand total currently at plus 38.65 overall units. So, I mean, we are just absolutely crushing it right now. 80 units overall, pretty much, leading from November. I mean, what an 80-unit turnaround. It's just, again, it's unbelievable how positive vibes that we have going on. The energy is real. So let's keep going. Yeah, three games tonight. and I'll talk about each and every one of them. And on that note, I'll take a quick 2-minute commercial break, and when I get back, we'll do DFS, player locks for the weekend, and my 3-game NHL card. Sit back, relax, give me 2, and I'll be back.
Ounce Sports has a new home for betting. BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12-ounce sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120Z and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sports book. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Wednesday, middle of the week episode. This is January 19th. Quickly rolling into the month of January. 2022 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12-ounce sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your crazy afternoons, hanging out with yours truly as we discuss tonight's 3-game NHL card, some NFL DFS leading into the weekend as well. We got really, really intriguing matchups for this weekend as well as we head down to the nitty-gritty of the NFL. Hell of a season so far too, but if you missed out on the first half of the show, basically recapped my night last night, plus 2.2 overall units, another winning night, more happy customers, happy clients, happy Twitter fans, everyone out there cashing out large. Let's continue to rock into tonight as well. Like I said, 3-game menu. It's short and sweet for tonight, so I'll be good with in terms of that for each and every one of you out there tuning in. We'll get you situated with, get you the best angles, some good plays, best bets, whatever I can to get you guys more money that we've been rocking out with the past 2 months now. But first, let me get into the NFL DFS real fast for you guys. I know a bunch of you are out there are basically asking to see where I'm going this weekend in terms of DFS for fantasy football. 3 players I'm looking at right now. I mean, these are no-brainer players. Cooper Kupp right off the bat of the LA Rams. Another touchdown. His incredible season still continues. Another touchdown he had the other night against the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, what can I say? This guy's been unbelievable this entire season. And another reason to put him back in your lineups as well. So Cooper Kupp right off the bat should be in your lineups going into this weekend. Travis Kelce, of course, the tight end from the Kansas City Chiefs, once again had another phenomenal game, another touchdown as well in their route, and a throwing touchdown too, to say the least, in a route of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So definitely consider putting in Travis Kelce in your lineups this upcoming weekend. And of course, I'm looking at Stephon Diggs, another player who he didn't score, but he did have about 60 yards this weekend against New England. I expect Josh Allen to give him the ball a lot more, target it more. New England defense kind of just shut him down a little bit. That's why all the other players were open for Buffalo. I mean, it was tough to it was a tough outing for Diggs, but I believe he gets back on track, and I expect a nice game there between Buffalo and Kansas City. That's gonna be a fun one to watch. So Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, and Cooper Kupp are my three top players right now leading into the NFL weekend ahead of us for the DFS. All right, 12:15. Here we go on the East Coast. Let's do it. We got 3 games on the ice tonight. That's it, unfortunately. But let's rock it out. Let's rock it out like what we usually do. 3 games. You got a 7 o'clock game in Jersey in the Arizona Coyotes, the fighting Arizona Coyotes at the New Jersey Devils. Over-under here is at 6. Jersey comes in, as far as I know, pretty healthy, minus 210 on the money line. That's a lot of juice to put up. Kind of reminds me of that Sabres-Senators game last night. That didn't really work out in the Sens way, but this to me has the sightings of a potential upset. I mean, Arizona winning 2 straight games. No one could see that coming at all, but it's very possible with how the NHL was, especially after last night. But over-unders at 6 here. Devils minus 210 on the money line. 75% of the money going towards the Devils there. Arizona comes in at plus 175 on the money line. A good value there. You're not sure what Devils team is going to show up. Of course, they seem to get healthier, but you know what kind of chemistry they're going to have coming back as a full squad. Arizona's plus 175 is a big time dog tonight, and only 25% of the money is heading in that direction. Again, over-unders at 6 here. Devils come in 9-7-3 at home this year. They're 9-10 in their last 19 at home this year, covering the puck line, and 7-3 in their last 10 with the overs. Arizona, on the other hand, comes in 4-11-3 on the road this year, 9-9 on the road covering the puck line. Something to consider for the Arizona backers tonight, and 6-4 in their last 10 with the overs. This is trending over. Okay, as long as Arizona can get a couple goals. We know if Jersey comes out firing, which they should, they're getting healthier. They should get a couple goals in net. We'll see if Vejmelka is in net tonight. So let me double check the goalie confirmations as well while I have you guys. Real fast, starting goalies for tonight. See what happens here. But yeah, the only thing confirmed tonight. So there's unconfirmed tonight. Goalies right now between the Devils and the Coyotes. Confirmed goaltenders, you have Jack Campbell for Toronto and you have Pavel Francois for the Colorado Avalanche, respectively, going in net tonight for the Avs. So nothing in the early game. Nothing in the early game yet, so we'll keep our eyes on everything else. Arizona, like I said, going for 2 in a row. Again, you're not really sure what Jersey Devils team is going to come up, but I will give it a shot here with the Devils here. Them parlaying with the Colorado Avalanche pays out a plus 115. It's a little bit of value there. It's probably what I would consider tonight if you're feeling some sort of 2-team money line parlay. Devils as plus 115, you get a little bit of value there. It's worth a shot too. I just don't feel comfortable dropping $210 to win $100 on the Devils by himself tonight. Not sure how they're going to show up in full form or not, but give me the Devils here. I'll take the Devils here. I will definitely take them here. In regulation, I expect the Devils to come out and take advantage of this win here. Arizona, like I said, it's tough to trust them, especially to win 2 in a row. They splurged the other night against the Habs. They won. But it's just so difficult to trust this team, especially on the road. So give me the Devils here. Devils in regulation, like the Devils -1. Devils, of course, in a 2-team parlay as well. So I'm all over Jersey tonight. And when it comes to the overs, I mean, the trend is on the over in this game. So I'm gonna go and take the over 6 as well. No movement in terms of 5.5 or 6. They stayed at 6 steady between last night and this morning. So not a lot of movement whatsoever in terms of the total. But I like the over. Again, Jersey 7-3 in their last 10. Arizona 6-4 in their last 10. So I mean, these are 2 teams that are trending on the over. I like the over tonight. So give me the over 6 and give me the Devils when everything's said and done here. And there you go. Arizona Coyotes, New Jersey Devils. Simple as that. Arizona, unfortunately, you will not win 2 in a row. So that's just how it's going to work. Okay. Toronto Maple Leafs at the New York Rangers. This is going to be a really good Wednesday night game. Looking forward to this one. 7:30 puck drop in the East. The Rangers, okay, plus 135 on the money line as home dogs. A team that's really good at home this year. Toronto comes in minus 150 on the money line. 60% of the money is on the New York Rangers at that plus 135 spot. I love it as a home team and getting a little bit of the public money home and getting that value at plus 135. It's tough to ignore that. It's tough to ignore that. Over-under's at 5.5. Okay, I do. It's about right. I thought maybe it would be at 6, but the way that New York has been in their last 10 games, In terms of the overs, it's been going under. So a lot of low-scoring games for the Rangers as of late. Rangers at home this year, 10-3-1. You can't ignore it. This team has been playing extremely well as of late. When it comes to the puck line, they're 6-9 in the last 15. And then, of course, like I said, 2-7-1 in the last 10 with the over. So the under is a big-time trend for this team, especially at home. Toronto comes in on the road, 10-5-1, another great record as well for the Maple Leafs. 7-10 on the road in the last 17, 6-3-1 in the last 10 with the overs. Now, if this was in Toronto, I would consider taking the over. I would, but this is in New York. A little bit of a couple side notes here. Basically, this is definitely a tough spot here. Following a long road trip that took them all over the place. Again, playing phenomenal hockey. The Rangers have been 10-5 on home ice this season as well, giving up 2.3 goals too per game. So Rangers goaltending has been top notch. Thanks to Shesterkin. I mean, he's playing phenomenal hockey right now. It's tough to ignore that. It's tough to ignore those numbers. 2.3 goals per game. I mean, it's just at home ice. It's crazy how this team has been playing really well. Third meeting between these two teams this season. Both contests being settled by just one goal as well. So you're going to see a very good outcome in this game here tonight, no matter who wins this game. However, you have to go back 5 meetings to find the last time Toronto defeated New York by more than one goal, and that came in December of 2019. So all these games have been very close. And you know what? Like this is how I feel. I feel like New York's going to come in as good as they've been playing. Ride that Shesterkin train. I like the Rangers here. I want to take the dog play of the night. It's going to be the Rangers on the money line here at plus 135. It's tough to get rid of that, to ignore that value at plus 135 at home too. I'm on the Rangers. Simple as that. I also like the Rangers plus 1.5 on the puck line. I believe that's like at minus 175. A little juicy. But if you're feeling a little scared on the money line, consider the puck line. But I'm going all in here with the Rangers money line at plus 135. You can't ignore that. Plus 135. Good spot here for the Rangers. And I like the under 5.5. Rangers have been proven time in and time out at home this year that it's tough to score. In their, like I said, the last 10, they're 2-7-1 when it comes to the overs. So under big time is a big deal for the Rangers at home this year. Like I said, if it was in Toronto, it'd be a little bit different. Maybe I would take the over, but I like the under 5.5 in this spot here. I think we're going to see a good barn burner of a game, a battle between two great defenses as well. Toronto has one of the best defenses in the league. You know, New York has one of the best, if not the best, goaltender in the NHL right now. With Shesterkin and net. So we're going to see a good game here tonight. But with that being said, give me the Rangers, like I said, on the money line, plus 135. I love the value. They're at home team, playing extremely well in their last 15 at home. 1-goal games, like I said, have been decided. And the last time it's been more than a goal victory was in December of 2019. So I expect more of the gruesome fights that we see between these two. And Rangers come out with the victory. Maybe even the plus 1.5 if you're considering that too. And the under 5.5. That's where I'm at. Short and sweet. There you go. So don't mess this up, the Rangers. Come on now. All right. So here we go. Last game of the night. Unfortunately, like I said, we only have 3 games on the ice. That's how the NHL has been all season. Colorado Avalanche at the Anaheim Ducks. Over/unders at 6. Colorado comes in at minus 250 on the money line. Anaheim plus 210. I'm not surprised. Colorado getting 70% of the public money as well. 30% of the money is on the Anaheim Ducks tonight. So, and at home. Anaheim is at home this year. Phenomenal home team. Another phenomenal home team. 12-6-3 at home this year for Anaheim. This is a team that's been playing extremely well all year. Puck line at home, 15-7 for the Anaheim Ducks as well in their last 22. They're, again, a team that's no one had them on their radar at all this season to be this good. And they're playing really good hockey. So you can't ignore that. You cannot ignore that whatsoever. However, the last 10 games with the overs is 3-6-1 for the Ducks. And now they're home. They're home this year. But Colorado is a different species. They are just a friggin' wagon. Another team that, just like the Florida Panthers, that you want to ride out, that you want to just keep playing their first period overs, their full game overs. They have the scoring. They'll give up some goals, but they have that offense that is just killer instinct. That's just how this Colorado offense is. Colorado comes in on the road, 9-6-2, 6-11 in their last 17 on the road, covering the puck line, of course, and 7-1-2 in their last 10 for the Avalanche. Over-unders at 6. It's at -120. It'll probably move, is my guess, to 6.5 at some point this afternoon or tonight before puck drop. Again, this is a late puck drop tonight at 10 o'clock in the East. So I think it's going to move up. I really do think it's going to move to 6.5. So buy it now at 6. That's what I have here at -120. I'm going to take the over 6 in this spot here. I think we see goals. Keep riding this Avs train out as well. I think the first period over 1.5 goals as well. I think we'll see a fair share. Maybe both teams will score in the first period. It's possible. 1-1, maybe 2-0 Avalanche. But I do like that first period over a lot tonight. And the full game over 6. And like I said, I'm going to go. I'm going to take the Avs here. Avs -1. And I like the Avs paired up with the New Jersey Devils. Moneyline parlay, like I mentioned earlier on the show today. That pairs out to be a +115 payout. So if you're not feeling the -1 or the puck line, and you simply just want to do a money line parlay, Avs, Devils is your two teams for tonight, +115. You can't beat that. It's a little bit of value. It's not much, but it's something to consider if you're thinking about doing that. So, but there you go. I mean, simple as that. And, it's got a couple minutes early for you guys. And, let's just keep rocking this train out. Let's have a good evening night of pucks once again against a low 3-game card, nothing crazy. Tomorrow we come back with more games, which I can't wait for. Another huge episode on tap for tomorrow as well. I'll give you my final DFS lineups as we head into the divisional round for the NFL playoffs. Of course, more NHL on tap for tomorrow. Let's keep rocking these plays out. So once again, if you missed out and you're just joining the show right now, I'm on the New Jersey Devils here tonight. In regulation, I like them -1, and I like the over 6. Both teams are trending over as of late. I like the Rangers here as my dog play of the night at +135. You can't ignore that either. A great home team, 10-3-1 this year. It's tough to ignore that +135 spot. And the under 5.5 there between the Leafs and Rangers. And then the nightcap, Avalanche and the Ducks over-unders at 6. I like the over 6. I like the first period over 1.5 as well. And then my two-teamer moneyline parlay for this evening as a final recap, Devils, Avs, +115. I like that a lot. There you go. Doesn't get much better than that. Now, in terms of best bets, I know a lot of you guys are saying, you guys love my best bets. Try and do that more often. Hey, listen, I'm just trying to get more good ideas, into 2022 for the fans out there that love my show and interacting. I mean, I'm going to try to add more guests on as much as I can as well, so we can talk more about the pucks and bets. The train's still rolling. I mean, we are still flying high since November. I mean, we are kicking ass, and we're going to keep kicking ass, man. So let's just keep the positive energy that you guys have out there, and let's keep cashing out cards because that's how it should be. That's how it should be. That's how it will be for Philly Pete and the rest of the gang out there that tunes into this show. Best bet for tonight, I like the over 6 Anaheim Ducks and the Colorado Avalanche. I mean, there's nothing more to say about this. Two teams that Anaheim could definitely put some goals in the net. They're very capable of doing it. Colorado, they're good. They're good for like 4 on their own. I mean, they really are. So as long as the Ducks get 2 on the board, I'm absolutely okay with Colorado getting at least 4. If we're lucky, maybe 5. But over 6 tonight, my favorite bet of the evening tonight. Of course, my moneyline parlay, Devils, Avs, +115. I like that as well. That'll probably be on my Twitter card, so be on the lookout for that. Slim pickings tonight. Don't go crazy. Like I said, because we have a full menu tomorrow with the NHL. So let's try and save some units if you want, so we can rock out for tomorrow. But there you go. And of course, my dog play the night, like you all know, the New York Rangers, my line at +135. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, I'm out of time. I hope you all had fun, like always. The Hump Day edition of Pete's Power Plays. Tomorrow I'll be back, same time, same place. Final NFL DFS lineup to get you rocking and rolling on FanDuel and DraftKings. Get some money this weekend on your lineups for NFL playoffs. And of course, a massive slate in the NHL tomorrow that we will get rocking and rolling as well. Let's cash out. Let's have a good night. And listen, I'll be back tomorrow, 12 in the East, 9 in the West. Have a great Wednesday. Be safe. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.